13. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Turning it on! Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Gore. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Swings it out to the flat. There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the first down.
And you'd like to see the defense play a little bit tighter on those short yard situations. They give up the first down, and they better get ready because you can tell they're right back on the ball to run another play.
Release to the back. He's got his man. Finds a crease at the 20. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Looking to the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown Mustangs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. This drive will open from the 15. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run, pick up the first down, fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. He's already been, now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Quarterback making adjustments. Snap to the back. Got a little space. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
The Horned Frogs had this offense rolling. They'll move the wide receiver. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league. But check this out. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? And the Mustangs want to move quickly.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It has been a rocky ride through Big Ten play so far, and they're running out of time to turn it around.
Yeah, and sometimes the Big Ten will do that to you, right? It's a competitive conference. There's a lot of competitive environments that you have to step into, and they haven't been great this season, let's be honest. But, Jesse, I'm more interested to see how they finish off the last part of this season, because it's one thing to have expectations and to get down. It's another thing to quit.
Yeah, you just want to see how resilient they are too, David, because the coach, he's been saying the right things after taking all these losses at the podium after games. We got guys hurt. We've got young players. We're inexperienced. We're learning how to win. But, you know, you're running out of time for excuses. You've now got to turn the page. You've got to show up. You've got to put a complete game together and get it done.
Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. Usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Throwing on the run. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside, and that's about as easy as it can get.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling like that.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
Oh,
he's got some space. He's at the 10. Touchdown, TCU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Coming out with it, it's Massey. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Powers through. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up in tempo. They're ready to do it again.
He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. And the Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Good timing on the quick out. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Going right to work up top. Throws toward the end zone. efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. First down here for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Wants to throw on first down. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Still looking on the move. Makes the grab. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He makes his way into the end zone for the 2, and now they trail by just 13. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Still just a 2-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the 2nd quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Looking to throw on first down. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Get up. Get up. Yep, I think that's what everybody says to their quarterbacks after they take big hits like that. He got the first down, but you don't want to make a living taking those whacks.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. The Mustangs are in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab on the right. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
Yeah, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and another empty drive.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Oh, no good. Always want to pile on those points when you can, guys, but you have a 20-point lead, life is good.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Direct snap. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
SMU 22.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Massey. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
To the air on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Gore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be third down.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Makes the grab. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to throw again. Here's the pressure. On target to the left. There he goes. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 30. The 10. Touchdown, Hard Frog. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Here's a heat. Finds his big tight end. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
When a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession.
Will take over. First and 10.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier. And
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's complete. They'll mark him down right there, and how about that play and picking up a chunk of yardage?
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you
Not a
want to
nigga got a
aggressive,
purple 50-50,
I'll take
man.
shots down the field, make the defense play more conserved, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Ah, shit. I don't know what to tell you on that one, though.
You've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already.
I feel Duke might be
So
open.
you know the defense is going to be
Duke
key
or
too,
Georgia
right?
Tech.
Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
On 2nd and goal, they go right back to it. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Well, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3. 3 is the magic number for touchdown.
Yeah, it's as easy as ABC. Goodness gracious. He's been getting whatever he wants, whenever he wants, however he wants. I might want to change something up, or maybe focus on that guy that's getting the football a lot and scoring.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Massey. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. First and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The run to the left. Fighting off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Under fire. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Moving out of the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He'll try to take it back. The tag. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, TCU.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. quarterbacks, you're thinking fourth down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
SMU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Fires to the big fella.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field.
1st down for the offense.
Off play action on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one.
Me neither. I'm gonna decline it though.
Get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that.
Okay, yeah, my shit was doing the same shit.
Results of the play. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Lowers those pads. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Past the 30. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Horned Frog! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
SMU offense will take over. 1st and 10.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Got his man. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And now he's in the 400 club, 400. That's a pretty good day at the office when you're putting up over 400 yards. This defense hadn't had a lot of answers.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
He's looking deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college.
Turning it on. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Mustangs moving quickly to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Pressure coming. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Horned Frogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it inside the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it out. It's Massey. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with a pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
To the air on second down. The quick out. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Wants to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
They just keep firing. Bringing the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. Makes the grab.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Another incompletion on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on fourth down. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. Oh, man, he goes down. A lose yardage on that one.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well.